root purpose, and root cause when it comes to thinking about any act of invention or problem solving. We must get as close to the root purpose or the root cause as possible, respectively, to make the most accurate assessment for action. Just as tools and techniques are only as viable as the understanding of their foundational purpose, actions toward problem resolution are only as good as the understanding of the root cause. This might seem obvious, but this awareness is often missing in many areas of thought in the world today, especially when it comes to society. Rather than pursuing such a focus, most social decisions are based around traditional customs that have inherent limits. A simple example of this is the current method of human incarceration for so-called criminal behavior. For many, the solution to offensive forms of human behavior is to simply remove the individual from society and punish them. This is based on a series of assumptions that stretch back millennia. Yet, the science behind human behavior has changed tremendously with respect to understanding causality. It is now common knowledge in the social sciences that most acts of crime will likely not occur if certain basic, supportive environmental conditions were set for the human being. Putting people in prisons is not actually resolving anything with respect to the causal problem. It is more of a mere patch, if you will, which only temporarily stifles some effects of the larger problem. Another example, while seemingly different than the prior but equally as technical, is the manner by which most think about solutions to common domestic problems, such as traffic accidents. What is the solution to a situation where a driver makes a mistake and haphazardly changes lanes, only to impact the vehicle next to it, causing an accident? It is here, again, where the notion of root cause is often lost in the narrow frames of reference commonly understood by culture. The root cause of the accident can only partially question integrity of the driver, with the more important issue being that the technology and infrastructure being used. Logic should be applied to the system of vehicle interaction itself, taking into account new technical possibilities for increased safety to compensate for inevitable human error. Roughly 1.2 million people who, unnecessarily, die in automobile accidents each year. This thought exercise may still be incomplete if we continue to extend the context with respect to the core goals. Perhaps there are other inefficiencies that relate to the transport infrastructure and beyond that need to be taken into account and overcome. More viable solution in this circumstance might become the need for a unified, integrated mass transit system that can increase speed, reduce energy use, reduce resource use, and reduce pollution, along with many other related issues, to the effect that using automobiles in such a condition then becomes part of an emerging problem. If the goal of a society is to do the correct and hence sustainable thing, reducing threats to humans and the habitat, ever-increasing efficiency, a dynamic, self-generating logic unfolds with respect to our technical possibility and design approaches.